Yeah. Halric, are you okay? Halric is as unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up into the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. Tears on the sand. Chunky. Alize. Hey, Alize. Okay, buddy. Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to them. To me. Sorry to interrupt, but we realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Halric. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurts. It wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow. I thought I could protect you. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Halric back safe and sound. Now, no one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to the decision I won't be continuing my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Halric's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We will have no protector. We are fucked. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Farewell, Halric. Talazine's words close to your heart. Kid's creepy, I'm gonna be honest. His soullessness is unsettling. Wait, you're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. You don't have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damned light building without cease is the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? What if there was only it were only little by little, even if it took years? It would surely make things better. Now, hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You have to change the whole world. That's right. Should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I've gained here to hurt them. The Crystarium. That's one friend down, 4 to go. Three to go? 4 to go. One friend down, 4 to go. Slowly, we're getting all we're collecting our friends like Pokemon. We've caught one, now we gotta catch the other 4. Well, let's head back. Horse. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that cutscene. I'm gonna be honest. Like, ugh. Do do do. Dum 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 dum. Is there a thing to the north of here? No, the only ones are southwest. We'll just continue on then. That's a big cactuar. Gigantender. Come on, horse, you got this. Caught me off guard. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that shit at all. Like, I was expecting for something crazy to happen, but not like horror movie mouth agape stretching too far than it naturally could, with things essentially like pulsating and oozing out of the face. Very disgust. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's go back to the Crystarium, main home base. Forgive me, Bella, I couldn't stay there a moment longer, but I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the inn battle against the blight with kindness, I must fight it in my own way, with steel.
Miss Alice, is there anything I can get you?
Your swiftest Amaro. I need to return to the Crystarium immediately.
As you wish.
Head back. The Crystarium. We're home. At least in this world. Reminds me to wear goggles if you ever fly over Amarang again. I've barely gotten the sun out of my eyes. The wind did help clear my mind at least. My head at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out, shall we? Let's do it to it. Yeah, I'm gonna teleport back to like the main crystal and make it our home because I forgot to. And we went back to, when I died, we went back to Kugane, which is the previous expansion. Okay, let's make this our home. There we go. Okay. Go talk to the Exarch and get the next quest. I think he said the next quest is to get... I think he told us that the first two people we were collecting were Alpha Now and Alize. So we should be going after Alpha now. Alpha Now. Empress Soul Weaver. What do you look like? You look like Alpha Now. I'm being honest. Let's do it too. Let's get in there. Okay, Alize is here. You were seeking me out, Bella. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I was tempted to set off again the moment we had decided upon a direction, but you have still to visit Alpha now, haven't you? And if I know my brother, he'll be on the cusp of discovering something vital to our success, if he hasn't already. I'm content to stay here and consider our options for the time being. Don't keep me waiting too long, eh? Okay, to Alpha now. Go get our boy. It's been a while.
You will visit Alpha now in Colusia. You'll visit Alpha now in Colusia, then? Excellent.
As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast. So you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here's a letter of introduction. Present it to Zem de Gen Mai, the master of beasts at Temenos Rookery, and he will take care of you. And you see Alpha now, be sure to pass my warmest regards. Yeah, I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers and Twitch streamers, and he brought up a good point. Both in 11 and in this game, dude, the names are so out there sometimes, because, you know, they gotta be unique, you know, they have to stand out, but sometimes they stand out a bit too much, and it's hard to read because just, you know, because like Sem Denjma, the Genmai, is the D silent? Zem Genmai.
Your face is unknown to me. What business do you have at my rookery?
Here's a thing. Yeah, they had to make 40,000 characters somehow. Yeah, it's just a bunch of gibberish sometimes.
Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Lucia. I'll pick you out a friendly whelp.
Are often used for travel. They're like chocobos.
That's right, mounts like my gray friend over there are a common sight in these parts. I gather you hail from a further afield, more accustomed to chocobos, perchance. I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you are plainly accustomed to riding Amaro, I think it best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any as due and worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring your arrival safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the morrow launch. When our junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Okay. See, like Haldor, that's fine. Zil, that's fine. But like, there's some weird ass names. If we can find a weird one. Cassard is Cassard. Iril, that's Iril. These aren't bad. So, like, from what I can see just around me, but there will be some weird ones. There will be some weird ones. You want to fly tomorrow to Colusia? Well, I suppose if Master Jinmai is going with you. Wait here, please. The Master should be along with mounts shortly. You can now travel to Colusia. Speak with the aspiring Maro Tamer to fly to the island. To the island. We are now in Colusia. New location.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath.
We're in a new zone. Different than the
At
desert.
night's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance,
Ooh.
beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
That's a crazy looking city. Colusia. Oh, this is the area where the Nier Automata stuff is. So Final Fantasy XIV has a bunch of other things in it from other games. They have an entire trial where you can get, where you can do Monster Hunter stuff, and you can get the Rathalos mount. There is, in this zone is where the Nier Automata stuff is, and you can get Nier Automata stuff. Yes. There's like 3 or 4 raids or dungeons or whatever for Nier Automata in this game. There's also Final Fantasy XII stuff in it. There's so many references to other games.
We have arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach, on the eastern shore of Colusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, sin-eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of.
Oh damn, that's cool. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet.
By you, that city in the distance, that is Elmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale and was once an ally to our battle against the abominations. For years, the Elmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of our settlements their protection if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our friendship with Elmore is strained at best. Be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city.
Good to know.
I'm glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that you should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely.
What do you got for me, my guy? What is the secret to find Alpha now? Wait, what happens if you fly to the other side of the wave? I don't think you can. I think it's an invisible wall. Unlike in, like, for instance, World of Warcraft. In World of Warcraft, if you have the ability to fly, you can fly anywhere. In this game, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a lot more invisible walls. I'm pretty sure it'd just be an invisible wall on the other side of the wave. I do think in the story, at some point, we do go on the other side of the wave. I do think we do that at some point, but I don't actually remember. This is the expansion I know the least about, so we'll see.
If you head south along the coast, you'll eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man goes by the name of Ibor. Ibor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Colusia and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme and that will let him know you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amoro until you are ready to return.
You're such a nice guy.
Dude's a hobgoblin.
Hobgoblins looking like actual Final Fantasy goblins. So this is what goblins typically look like in Final Fantasy games. Like, they look fucking gross. That's what they normally look like. In this game, normal goblins look like, they look cute. They look adorable. They have big noses and floppy masks. These are red caps. Oh, my eye! Okay, let's get this aetheryte really quick and we'll go to the quest. Arner. Is that Luthamor Caril? What a name. What a name. That's a white mage if I were. No, he's Astrologian. I was that's the white mage, but I guess not. Okay. Ooh, the fisherman. A whiptail. Leave me alone, little whiptail. I didn't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. Eivor. What are you? What you after? Fish? Crab? Think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere if you taste for 'em. Here's some time. Oh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan and looks like a bloody festival of flavor. Now, what is it that I can do for you? Can't say as there's been a major upset to reports these past few weeks. Alpha now, eh? I know the one, young champion of the downtrodden. Elmo's richer than all of Novarant put together, but it's a different story for them as live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. I know someone with like 6,000 hours in this game. Oh yeah, I think on my main my amount of hours in this game cannot compare to World of Warcraft. But I know on my main alone, I probably have a couple hundred. I probably have close to 400 or so on my main. In this, on the stream character, actually, we can check the stream character time after we're done with this conversation. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him. But you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for a still tide. That's the fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there, and I'll see that elf now joins you. Okay, let's see how long we've played on this specific character. Played, is that it? No. I forgot. Time. No. Playtime. I forgot the command for it. 7 days, 18 hours, and 35 minutes, which would equal out to total playtime 24 times 7, that plus 18, 186 86 and a half hours. So not a crazy amount. I know I'm at least 400 on my main. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Almost 200 hours on this character. Yeah, there was a point, I think it would have been 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, where I calculated my exact time on this earth, to the minute of when I was doing it, on how long I had been alive in real life, to the amount of playtime I have in WoW, and it was exactly 1%. 1% of my entire life had been on WoW. Like, yeah. Deva. This is your first time in the tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What will you be having?
I want mead.
Fine choice. And what'll you be paying with?
Nothing.
Well, now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like this? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement.
Time well spent. Time well spent. Time well spent indeed. I think at least up until this most recent expansion in WoW, I have a max level character in every single class and every race. At least one max level character in each. Not of every class and every, so like I don't have multiple classes of the same race, but one of every race and one of every class at the very least.
There's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables. But lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash some vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him a earful from me for sleeping on the job. Be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me, and you can laze it about here as long as you like.
Okay, I guess we're leaving for now, and we're gonna go and go kill some bugs. Big bird. Bum 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 digga-dong. Yeah, this game also differs in WoW very in the sense that on one character you can be every single class. So like unlike in WoW where it's like, oh, I'm a shaman, but I want to kind of play a death knight. You have to start a brand new character to level up from 0 all over again, etc, etc. Well, in this game, as an example, all I'd be like, hey, I'm a samurai right now. I want to go and level up, oh, I don't know. I want to go and level up, say, alchemy. Do I have one available that's other than samurai? Oh, let's say I want to be a monk. Boom, I'm a monk now. Easy as that. Just a press of a button, now I'm a monk. And I want to be a samurai again. Boom, I'm samurai again. It's as easy as that. I can be every class I wanted. And all you see all these buttons down here, all the white ones. These are every class in the game so far. And yeah, you can be all of them on a single character. So there's a lot of content for just a single character. I think on my main, I've only maxed out like 5 of them. But I'm so far behind when it comes to actually getting max level on every single class. Okay, get rid of some pests. Where's the next one? One over there, I see it. Boom, 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 boom. Lots of pests. Day. Fear my weave powers. I have the power of anime on my side. Die, mosquitoes, just like in real life. I also get a katana and start smacking mosquitoes out of the air. That's totally what happens. Not a fly swatter or anything, or my hands. Hey, old man, get the fuck to work. No response, maybe you need to knock louder. Old man, I said get the fuck to work, my guy. No response. Motherfucker, wake up. Unless you're dead. Oh, I hear noises. You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day. Brave adventurer. Hell yeah. What is it? Is he a rat person? No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. So he left. He just left. What an asshole.
asshole.
Bum 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 bum. To get down, to get down, to get down, down.
Yeah, the guy's gone. Looking back, dear, did you get that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? He's dead. Must be dead. Gone? Left to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Gate Town, outside Elmore. You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I even throw in another drink on the house.
I get 2 drinks of mead.
2 solid glasses. Why are there 4 at my table? 3 at my table. You know, so you see the kind of textures. Like, it's look low poly, low res. I'm so in the next couple
And
of
how is business today, Mistress Theva?
At some point in between now and the next expansion, they're going to be doing a graphical update to make things look better. It's gonna look so good. Because like, you know, even obviously like the floorboards even behind Alpha now completely different quality, you know, very low res, very high res, you know. They're gonna try to turn everything from this to this in the future. It's gonna be nice. Alpha now, my boy.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Alpha now, my boy. My friend.
'Tis good to see you, my friend.
It's been too long. You died. Or at least I thought you died.
The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
Yeah, the quality
What, just
stands
like
out.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, Alfino, you really are a dear.
Yeah, or even like her, for instance, to the, like her back shelf, you can see the very, very low, much higher kind of thing. But yeah, they're gonna be fixing all that in the future. It's gonna be very nice.
Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, friend.
It seems an age since last we spoke.
True.
Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu.
This game like 10 years old now? I think so. I think this game... So, the game used to look... When the game originally came out as just Final Fantasy XIV, it looked way worse than this, visually. Like, it looked really, really, really bad. A Realm Reborn, the remaster, basically, came out... A Realm Reborn came out in 13, so it's been... Wait, when in 13, though? That's the question. That is the question. It came out August 30. So it's been 9 years. It's been 9 years. 10 years will be next around this time next year.
It has been even longer for me, of
But
course,
still,
if you count the days I've
9 years
spent
is a
here.
lot.
But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
9 years is a lot. The original game, I think, has been out. Like, came out like 11 years. I think it was out for like. I think it was out for 2 years before they remade it. I was worried about you, my guy. You died in a desert, and we had to go you went unconscious in a desert. And we had to go find your
Honestly, said
lifeless
much the
corpse.
Same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding.
We had to go find your lifeless corpse.
But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
9 years ago. Let's see. I'm trying to think. 9 years ago, I was a freshman in high school. No, freshman or sophomore, I forget. One of the two. I was either a freshman or a sophomore in high school, and that's what I was doing.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable.
This expansion, I think this expansion came out in 2018 or 2019 is when this expansion came out, and then Endwalker came out middle of last year. No. Yeah, no, end of last year. It came out in November last year is when the newest expansion came out. So the new expansion has been out for almost a year.
And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may.
Bruh, Black Ops 2 zombies, dude, in tech decks. Yeah, I was playing WoW and doing a lot of skateboarding and longboarding. Like, a lot. That was when I was outside so much and for so long with wearing nothing but shorts, where my entire body was like a really deep tan because I was constantly outside when I wasn't playing WoW.
It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source.
Yes, yes, yes.
We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
The good old days of 2013. Yep, good old days. Remember when people said
Orianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true.
remember when they said 2012 was gonna be the worst year ever? Remember when they said like 2016 was gonna be the worst year ever? God, those were the days.
By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
Remember when the apocalypse was supposed to happen 10 years ago? They made movies about it. Yeah.
Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Okay, so to refresh what Alpha now was talking about, before he was put into this world, he was with a rebel group from the enemy faction in our world war. So the enemy in the world war is essentially the Nazis versus everyone else. But the Nazis were so strong, it took everyone else just to combat them. So this was a rebel group doing investigations as to what they were doing. And the Nazis, or the Garleans, they developed this gas that instantly killed you the moment you smelt it. And he found some crazy information about it, and then he got teleported here before he could tell anyone.
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means.
Mm-hmm.
And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course.
Yeah, instant death. Yeah, and it was called Black Rose. So Gaius, who used to be an enemy but is now a good guy, he's a rebel. He destroyed all the storehouses of Black Rose, thinking that that's it. But they had secret supplies and then re-mass produced it without him realizing it. So yeah, bunch of instant death gas.
In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Orianger himself will cover the subject in more detail.
Yeah, but we haven't found him yet.
But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat.
Cool, well, you want to come with me?
Sin Eaters, of course.
Yep, Sinners. Alpha, you should come with me.
They are a menace that I
and then we can go find Orianger.
Remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
What a good guy. Good guy Alpha now.
That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Yes, adventure! Let's do it. Adventure is out there. Fucking get her done.
And so we take to the road once more.
Like 2 peas in a pod. I mean, for you, it's been a year. We were hanging out like 2 weeks ago, my guy. I'll be honest with you. For you, I know it's been like a year, but it's been like a week, 2 weeks tops. Open arms, closed gates. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, we may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to step foot in Aylmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from now, we must head west, and then cross a small bridge. West and then to a bridge. Bat boy, bat boy. Gang. My little Arimon. Oh, my big Arimon. Okay, we're going there. To the city. There's a small bridge. Lizards. Oh, it was no, iguana? Iguanas. Chameleons. No, it is iguana. Iguana. It looks like a chameleon, but I guess iguana works too. That's a big hobgoblin. What are you, dude? Little murderer. I'm out of here. Fuck that. Little murderer. Oh, wait. He's over there. Out now. Calusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. Had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in a distant world, people are much the same. I think that whenever calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No, get away from me! Over there. Someone's in trouble. We're gonna go save the day. Because we're the hero. Let's go, Sildra. Gotta save the day. How about this shack? Ah, Senator. Manic Madame. Oh, things the fates eat. Look out! Die! No, these ones. Can I get a picture of its face? These look like the dog from I know I stood in that, but like these look like the dog from Full Metal Alchemist. Look at that. Sorry, okay. Now actually I should probably play before I die. Oh, strong attack. Yeah, heal me up, Boo. Okay, Sin Eater dead. Boo, when are you leveling up next? You're halfway there. A little bit more. And what's up, madame? My poor horse. Thank you, young miss. There you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. You're right, madame. Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came by. I always thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were. I knew there was and there's no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Elmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's taste and task even easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now I am sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. It's not to be had here but cobwebs and memories. Yeah, tis as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Aylmore shadow. Seeing as descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speak of which, we should head. What have you been told of these monsters?
Everything.
Yes, Alizé would be quite qualified to speak on the subject. Compared with Amirang, Calusia is almost a haven, but as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Had you arrived but a few moments later, the Sin Eater would have claimed another victim. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks, follow the path that leads west.
Let's head out. Let's do it. That's a big ugly boy. Germanans. We're almost there. Yeah, so yeah. Up there is the rich. All the rich people. And down here are the beggars. Because the beggars aren't allowed near the rich. Because they have too much money.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Ulmore itself lies beyond.
Okay.
This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
You got half an hour early. Okay, well, it makes sense. It's still training this week, right? Say hello to Prodigy. Casey's home from work. Casey got off an hour early. I was expecting you around the time I was done streaming. New people need training. Can't send a new person home, you know? Yeah, but they wouldn't get training then. A big barrel and pot. That's some big pot.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
You're in bloke. Who's this? The voice did not fit him, I'm gonna be honest.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
Huh? Whoa?
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Fuck off, my guy. I'll kick your ass. Oh. Duh! The trumpets, the freedom.
Ladies
Gentlemen,
Oh,
your
no.
attention, please.
Oh, fuck, I skipped. Oh, my, oh, that's a Final Fantasy 9 reference. That's a Final Fantasy 9 reference. Yeah, it's too raspy for the way he looks. That's a Final Fantasy. Oh, this is the Final Fantasy 9 music. Oh!
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Yulmore extends its warmest regards.
This is Final Fantasy 9 music, and these guys in the jester outfits are a reference.
Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu!
You're on the menu! Okay, let me see if I can pull up a photo. There's this. No. Better photo. Bigger. And I'll just go and I'll save this image. Save it there. And now I'll just go and image. Where image? It is whoop. It is this image. This is the reference. This is the reference right here. See? Yeah. This is them. Yeah. And delete it. Okay. Anyways.
Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We might not at all.
Cook. Yeah,
Do
the
you
poor
recall how I
people.
said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame.
Yeah, it has asshole rich people. The rich and the poor
It is
people.
also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
That's fucked. It's fucked. But whenever those jesters are on screen, though, in Final Fantasy IX, this is the song that plays. Basically, this is the Alexandria theme, the main castle.
We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms.
Open arms.
Join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
Ecstasy. Okay, so you missed a really fucked up scene earlier. I'll have to show you in the VOD.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for?
Oh.
Well,
Food and
what have we
stuffs?
here? An extra share of
butt.
meal to celebrate our newest resident.
Is that a butt? Yeah, food.
For you.
Food.
Enjoy.
Thank goodness.
Food.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Free food. I want the outfit. This is the kind of outfit that black mages get, the jester outfits. Because I know there is a black jester outfit you can get. That you can get in this game. It's in the end of the first expansion. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. Now that you understand my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught, the dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Ealmore's current ruler came into power. Yet, from what I've seen, it does little more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways that it can improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so enriched now, I'm worried that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gate Town and judge the situation for yourself. I'm at the entrance. Let's talk to all over here. Bird. Grimmed bloke again.
Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Ealmore's pie. You ask me, you should ditch that scar-faced and sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gate Town's not much to look at, aye, but at least it's safe. And the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted.
It's made of shit. Very, very angry right now. Here's very angry, making very loud noise. My child, calm. Only an hour left. Calm down, child. Okay. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks, meal. You realize floating the other way is plain broth. So they're cooking meal, the butt bread, in water. Nice. The purest of foods. Well, there's someone we're looking for around here. There we go. Preoccupied petticoats. Just look at it. You can imagine a more beautiful city. It's pretty fucking ugly, I'm gonna be honest. That city's pretty atrocious. Every day I dream of a life that waits for me outside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? I'm gonna be honest, this city looks like something you'd see in like Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy IX, and it just looks so out of the top and ugly. Very angry PC. Yeah, it's the heat. The computer's getting to that point where it's the hottest part of the day now because it's 2 p.m. So it's not very happy. Now, if this was fall, like 2 weeks from, let's say 2 weeks from now, or even a week from now, not a problem. It's just, it's 109 right now, so the computer's not exactly happy streaming. Using it, gaming on it, it's fine. It's just specifically streaming on it in this temp is what it's not liking. So it's not like super loud, it's just giving a deep humming noise. A very deep Vista record. Gate Town. Gate Town is a haphazard mess of shacks and lintos. The result of refugees throwing up shelters as they await their chance to embrace the comforts of Ealmore. Though living conditions can be best described as abysmal, the irregular distribution of mule and minimal risk of eater attacks has only seen the population increase over time. I'm glad that they added a little description like that, because I'd never read it otherwise, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, so it's not like it's not super loud, but it's loud enough to where it's not quiet. Because typically our PC is totally silent. But when it gets to a point like this, it's like a really deep and low buzz. I like the outfit. What's your outfit? I like this outfit even better, I'm gonna be honest. It looks very much like it's very Yodoichi from Bleach kind of level outfit. I dig it. I dig it. Okay, Alpha now. You've seen what Cape Town has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of mule and believe Eelmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive any other way of life. Pickled existence. You disapprove of these people's way of life? You disapprove of Eelmore. Yeah, disapprove of I disapprove of Eelmore. Yeah, fuck Eelmore, dude. It is difficult to make a final judgment without seeing seeing the sea's inner workings. Perhaps it is that uncertainty which always makes me feel so ill at ease here. Not that it matters, however. However, just how unjust the system seems to me. These people claim to be content with their lot. It is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Eelmore's largeness are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and unattended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Eelmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Calusa's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the choice few rejoice at the being plucked from poverty by hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Eelmore's gates. It's fortunate that you have arrived when you did, Bella. I've been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city. As if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There's a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called, though you and I know them as Sahagin. Something just came up, so I gotta go, but it was a great catch. Well, thank you so much, Prodigy, for hanging out. It really means a lot. If you're interested, I'll be streaming more tomorrow. Probably around the same time. So if you are interested, that's what I'll be doing. Yeah, of course I'm always down to talk about game, especially if it's Final Fantasy 14. But yeah, for your PS3, I would definitely recommend trying out number 10, the remaster of 10 though. It's very good. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. True, true. I'll see you tomorrow then. But as Taru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reach out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular. When I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Sure, even the most jaded Elmoran lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price.
True though.
Good job. Character development. He's not reckless with his money. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Would you help me make the exchange?
Of course, my friend.
Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first, then. We must pay a visit to Moa. This is my supplier in rights. Come, it is just to the northwest of here.
To Moa.
Oh no. Of course someone was listening and someone's probably gonna fuck it up. Of course. Happens every time. Every time. Mo. I'm assuming it's this. It looks like the wall from Game of Thrones. Casey, does this not look like the wall from Game of Thrones? Wall from Game of Thrones, right? Straight up. Indomitable, it's a frog. Robot frog. Okay, let's get this Aetheryte while we're here. We'll also get the Armaro keep. Dude, I want that mount. You have to buy the mount though. It gives you max movement speed wherever you go. And it's Cloud's motorcycle in Final Fantasy VII. Okay, no. I thought they were topless. No, their shirt's just the same color as their skin. I was like, what the fuck? Are you just wearing suspenders? That's pretty messed up. But to each their own, I guess. Moa. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Moa. This is my associate, Bella. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Huh? I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad, short blue hair. No? He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed... Found it. Someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. If you find a vantage point on the south side of the town, I'll take the west. Alpha, now this is why you should have told me on the road. Told me on the road, we wouldn't be in this position. That's a tree. What the fuck is that? Wood eyes.